All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NORDERRA, episode 5. I hope, excuse me. I hope everyone's having a good day, and happy 4th of July to everyone. In advance, obviously. Last we left off, the adventuring group was in a dungeon trying to figure out how to release the gods and how to complete their task at hand. After their conversation with the dragon, a panel in the floor opened up with stairs leading down to the rest of the dungeon. We begin the session with the party gathered right here, right in front of Rob's station. Right in there. The microphone's in the way. As you guys go down these stairs, you notice that these stairs are made out of the same material as the rest of the pyramid, or the ziggurat. And you notice that along the walls there is deep grooved engravings. And the engravings that are along the walls are depictions of what looks like religious sacrifice, a pit with massive amounts of dead bodies and skulls in it. There's a lot of ornate gems and metals in these engravings, kind of like the eyes would be some type of precious gem, the body outline would be metals and things like that. So the interesting thing, as you're going down, you notice that all of the gems have a very faint glow, almost like a bioluminescent algae. It's just faint enough where it gives low light vision to everyone all the way down. And this staircase seems to go down and curve for about an hour of travel. It goes down for a very long time. So about halfway down, I'm assuming you guys pause for a second, drink some water. You know, the air's kind of getting a little thicker. Not much of an airflow down here. And as you're approaching the bottom of the stairs, all of a sudden, to the left and right of the doorway as you walk into the downstairs, these two massive braziers light up with blue flames. And you come out into this massive room. This massive room measures about, 50 feet by 50 feet?
Yep.
50 feet by 50 feet. And you notice that it appears to be an empty room, but the floor has ornate pictographs drawn all over it. It appears to be a spiraling feathered serpent with wings. And the engraving in the stone appears to be inlaid with diamond dust. Diamonds that have been ground to a powder and inlaid. If you walk up to it and you touch it, the dust moves. The room is fully lit, and the reason why you notice the diamond dust is because when that blue flame light hits it, it just shimmers like the night sky. And then directly across from where you came in, there is a 20-foot wide walkway that's leading into another chamber.
So this is just open here?
Yep, it's just open.
Okay. And how much of the floor does that serpent inlay?
Almost the whole thing.
Okay.
I mean, there are. You can completely go around it without stepping on it.
Okay.
But almost the entirety of the room is just the feathered serpent.
Okay. How are we handling the Rick's character issue? Is he just...
I'm controlling it.
Okay, so he is here.
So yeah, he is here. The Jaguar is standing guard. Him and the Jaguar are standing guard behind you.
Okay.
They're going to ensure nothing sneaks up behind you.
Is there any kind of a script anywhere, or is it just the...
Just the feathered serpent.
Okay.
And again, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but the eyes of the feathered serpent are sapphires about this big.
We'll ask a Hayakotl?
A Hayakotl?
Yeah. If he knows anything about this iconography.
Well, he'll tell you very quickly that is the feathered serpent, Quetzalcoatl, and he is the god of the sky, invention, creativity, honor, valor. I mean, he is... If there was a Mayan deity, or, excuse me, if there was a deity from this region that would be as close to the equivalent of being lawful good, it would be this one.
Okay. Well, we'll start looking for traps around the perimeter. I don't want to cross over.
There are no
symbol.
traps in this room.
Okay.
But as you take a step further into the room, you notice the light of the braziers changes colors. It changes colors to the normal fire. And you then notice the engravings along the four walls appear, whereas you didn't see them before. And you notice that the depictions is that of the feathered serpent binding 5 other gods and casting them into a great prison.
What's the distribution? I mean, is it like...
So on to your right, just as you come in after the brazier.
Sorry to interrupt. Where exactly is the opening? Like, is
Okay, can you grab 2 of those cauldrons behind you?
Cauldrons? All these.
Yes. Put one in the very corner, and then put one right where that person is standing.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's the doorway is 10 feet wide.
Awesome.
So they're on either side of the doorway when you come in.
So it'd be here.
Let me see. Your hand's in the way.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Two
yes,
squares.
like that.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Well, we said we're in, so we'll move you guys. You guys can come in however you want. So we would have moved in. Okay, sorry to interrupt. So
It's fine.
you said to our right. So along this wall, you mean?
Yep, so just after your right-hand side brazier is where the depiction starts.
Okay.
So you'll see the 5 gods doing acts of, like, betrayal, and you see the other gods going like this, shunning them. And then you'll see the feathered serpent very angry and kind of like, like this, like very upset. And then you'll see beams come from his eyes as the depiction goes on, and you see magical shackles appear, and the other gods go like this, and they appear to be gagged, blindfolded, and bound with chains. And then as it gets around back to the left side brazier, you see what looks like a pictograph of a clock, and you notice that it's not moving. Like it's there's a hand there, but it looks like it has already finished its countdown.
Okay. This probably means nothing, but we're going to go around in the direction the 2 twins are. They're going to go around in the direction of the mural's timeline, and we're gonna go sort of in order and like overly dramatically react to what's happening. So like as the gods are doing their evil stuff, we're gonna act horrified and like also show shunning. We're gonna show approval for Quetzalcoatl over here. We're gonna show approval for the binding, and then when we get to the clock, we're gonna look confused. Check our watch. I don't know how you would do that in fantasy world, but basically,
Check your hourglass.
yeah,
Check your sundial.
yeah, basically try to indicate that the time should be up, and then like kind of pantomime like the bindings coming loose.
Deep inside of the dungeon, beyond your visual scope, you hear something stone, massive, sliding across stone as you do that. And then you hear the final, like it's done, whatever it was doing. And then all of a sudden, all of you feel this massive aura hit you of divine power. And down the hallway, you just see a set of blue eyes. Yep, it's coming towards you.
Hildy wants to turn around and get the fuck out.
Retreat!
So these set of blue eyes, what are they connected to?
It's not in visual range at the moment, but the eyes are glowing very brightly, and they're big. They're like this big.
I will take a stone out of my pouch, light, and just...
As it gets down the hallway, you'll just see prismatic, shimmering feathers and scales. As you notice, it's the feathered serpent.
The twins will take a knee.
And all of a sudden, as you do that, it comes in the room and spirals around up to the ceiling and just kind of sits there like this, like a coiled up cobra with its wings folded behind itself. And you are now in the presence of an avatar of Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent.
And it is Quetzalcoatl.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Just want to make sure it's not an illusion.
It is an avatar of him. It is not actually him.
So he's kind of like, I mean, he's huge, I imagine. So
He's taking up the entirety of the room except for where people are standing.
okay.
He made sure not to hit anyone.
That was nice of him. Greetings. Do you speak our language? Great one.
You'll hear every language known to living kind come from him at the same time, but you're able to focus in on your prime language, each of you. And he says, I speak all languages. I am the father of all living.
We shoot Luke a very, like, oh shit kind of a look. Like he's about to fuck this up.
I just roll my eyes.
I'm glad I left.
Your presence in this chamber is trespassing. It is tantamount to blasphemy. This is a prison for those that have wronged the universe and me. What gives you the right to tread foot in this sacred room?
You gave people the right to come here as a trial.
Did I?
It was written on the stones.
Perhaps I did. It's been a long time.
Also, the tenure of your prisoners is up.
You see his eyes kind of start to glow, and he kind of like cocks his head like he's observing something, but you don't see anything. And then his eyes stop glowing and he says, "Ah, so it is. Unfortunate. I was just enjoying toying with them."
Is it possible to insight an avatar of a god?
You can try.
You can try.
Let's try.
I mean, nat 20s are a thing.
That's true. 18.
You do have points that automatically happen. So,
Alright, fine. Didn't get ours for today, so... give
so you just, yeah, if you
Although
could
I
pass
would
those
actually
out,
do
George.
Minor at home.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and burn one for an auto success.
Okay. So, you get the feeling that he's being very
Thank you.
facetious. He's joking, but also at the same time, he's trying to put forth a... Yeah, almost like he's trying to make himself seem a little more aggressive than he really is. But you get the feeling that he's actually not one for doing very evil things.
We were tasked by... shit, do we know his name? The demigod?
Did we ever get his name?
The demigod of serpents.
Yeah, I'll just say that. The demigod of serpents to release his family. That's what caused us to investigate this place. We out of game. Did we find the documents last time that proved that that human?
His diary or whatever.
Yeah,
it
like
is?
fucked with the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so who has that? Okay,
Exhibit.
we found evidence of tampering with the time sentence. Loki, if you would. No, thank you.
It'll float out of your hands towards him so he can see it. You feel the ground start to rumble, and you see energy start to discharge around him in various places, and you see his eyes faintly start to glow a redder color. He is very clearly angry. And he looks at it, and you see the paper just engulfs in flames. And he says, "This will be dealt with. No one has the right to stain my word and trap someone beyond their sentence. He will be dealt with. But for now, you are permitted to continue. Congratulations on getting this far." And he will shrink a little bit and go through the doorway, up the stairs, and out.
I'm guessing he's probably going to that tomb we ignored.
So you see this thing leave. It is massive. I would like to have one of you roll a percentile and call high or low.
I'll do it.
You have to call high or low.
Right. Sorry. Low. 98.
Okay. So he doesn't run into you going out, so you are able to hide. So he leaves.
Mhm.
It takes about a minute or two for his body to fully leave, but because he's very long, but he leaves. And then I need one more person to roll a percentile for someone else, for something else, and call high or low.
I'll do it. I want to call high. Hi. 89.
89? Pick a color.
Red.
One of his red feathers is laying on the ground on the step to your left.
I'll pick it up.
It's about this long, and when you pick it up, you feel energy from it, but you don't really understand it. You know, being a rogue, you're not really the castery type, but you feel something coming from it, but you're just not sure what it is. Those of you that are down there at the bottom see the diamond dust all of a sudden at the same time just lift up and start to swirl around each other, and the sapphires from the eyes come up, and the diamond dust swirls, and it forms into what looks like a doorway. And it's just an archway, and the eyes, one of the eyes disappears, and the other eye is where the door handle would be.
Well, shall we?
Once it
You
goes
go
up,
first.
I'll go.
Is there a welcome mat?
No. I'll head back down once I pick up the feather.
Okay.
We will. You probably hadn't gotten too far, so we'll try the door handle.
It opens, and you see on the inside a well-lit cavern. Appears to be made out of a purplish black rock. You're not really sure exactly what it's made out of. But you will see 5 individuals hovering. Various different sizes. The one in the middle is kind of bigger, and you can't really see a lot of their features. And then you see the 2 closest to him are like, all right. So the one in the middle is gargantuan. The one to the left and the right are huge, and the next ones to the left and the right after those are large in size. And they're humanoids. And as I said before, they are bound, gagged, and blindfolded. And they don't appear to be moving. And in front of them, close to you guys, there is a large altar-looking area with some runic inscriptions and stuff. And as you walk through, the doorway closes behind you.
Did you come through?
I was on my way back down after the hotel came back.
Once you get through, it'll close.
Okay. Oh, those doors will close, or the...
The magic portal door.
Okay, so once I go through the portal, it will close.
Yes.
Okay.
What do we have?
You feel arcane power and divine energies like you've never felt before. It's almost like you're in the presence of the actual deity, or you're touching them. You're feeling that physical contact power. So what do? The room is also very well lit. It's almost like the stones are emitting a very faint glow.
Is there a good place to hide in here?
It's just an open chasm with the 5 creatures floating and the altar, and then you guys. That's it.
Hide behind him.
That is something big enough to hide behind.
Stealth.
If I,
While they're figuring out exactly what they would like to do, again, I would like to say Happy 4th of July to everyone that's watching. And I would like to also remind everyone that at 3 o'clock we will be taking our lunch break, and then we will be coming right back at 4 Central Standard Time. Also, for those of you that are watching, it would mean a lot to us if you guys would like the videos, hit the like button, share and subscribe. It helps us out a lot. It only takes a minute of your time, and it means a lot to us. Also, if you are enjoying the content, check out our link tree and join us on Discord, and keep up to date with a lot of the player conversations and maps and pictures and stuff like that. And I also add content there as well, you know. So as you guys are standing there, the 5 beings are just floating there, and then you have the altar with the runes and stuff like that. What would you guys like to do?
I don't suppose you can read this, Loki.
I look at the individuals. Are they actually there, or are they illusions?
They are there.
Okay.
They are deities.
So what are they bound with?
These golden chains that are covered in runes that you don't understand.
I'm going to walk up to the closest one. I'm going to look for a lock.
You don't see any locks.
Well, if it's gold, then I should be able to break it. Gold isn't very strong.
Theoretically,
All right. I'll grab two of the chains, I'll wrap put the length around one of my hands, wrap another length around the other, and
it doesn't move. It's almost like the more you try to fight against it, the stronger it gets.
Does there seem to be any reaction from the deity as he's doing that?
Nope.
Okay.
Come on, put more oomph into it.
Yeah, I think he almost had it that time.
You were close.
The female.
Loki is sure he saw something.
The female twin's like, I suspect this altar holds a secret. If you could maybe read
One
that.
would assume.
Most definitely, but it's funny.
No.
Right.
I will then.
They've been waiting for 8,000 years. I think they maybe are a little bit annoyed.
What's 4 more minutes? Come on.
4 more minutes that they know someone's wasting their time.
Enough. She rolls her eyes.
They've waited thousands of years. They can wait 10 more minutes. I'll begin ritually casting compound languages.
Okay. You do so.
I will read the altar.
What are you guys doing during the 10 minutes? Anything?
Yes. So there's the gargantuan god, the two huge, and then large.
Correct.
What do they look like? I mean,
You can't really see.
can't see anything.
You can't really tell.
Okay, and they're you said they're like hovering in the air. Or?
Yeah, they're floating about 10 feet off the ground.
Okay. The twins will go up to the biggest one, the gargantuan in the center, and we'll just start kind of talking to it. And basically, I know there's a good chance they're in like suspended animation, can't hear us or whatever, but we're going to tell them the story of why we're here, of what happened, and assure them that we're going to do what we can to get them out. But that's basically it. We're explaining our presence here and trying to convey that we're here to help them, and please don't kill us when you get out, is essentially what we're doing. We don't actually say that, but that's what the twins are doing.
Is there anything you would like to do during the 10 minutes?
Well, he covered that, and he's covering that, so I'm just going to watch him do whatever he's doing. Because I don't understand these runes.
Hip
But I know they're important.
Are you standing next to him as he's comprehend languages?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
She's gonna stand by the door where the door was, so if it opens, she could be the first to get out. She's looking at these things and no, she doesn't want any part of it.
She wants to be outie.
Yeah, so
Okay.
she's just kind of like, on.
Taking so long.
We'll wait for George.
back in a sec.
The Tickles will come over and kind of try and relax you a little bit.
Give me the cat.
The next thing you know, it has a patch of fur missing.
Rubbed it off.
Okay.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, you can keep it for now.
So, when you are you doing anything during the 10 minutes?
Well, if I'm after about let's see, after about
The Displacer Beast kitten.
9 minutes, I'm going to give up on the chains. Give up on the chains is a bad job, and I will see if I can. Get to the blindfold.
You're gonna climb them.
I'm gonna have Hati give me a boost.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
He's totally gonna die.
21.
So you're able to get up to the chains to climb them. Give me another athletics for climbing.
Natural one. I'm gonna spend a point to
What-
out of 6, or it would be
which-
an 8.
Which one are you climbing, by the way?
One of the large ones. I'm not trying to climb the person at all. I'm trying
Okay, put it in the jar.
Okay.
All right. So as you get to the top, you do see the blindfold.
Okay.
The blindfold appears to be made out of some type of a gold cloth.
Uh-huh.
Looks very similar to the chains that are
Uh-huh.
wrapped around their bodies. But as you get close, you do start to actually see part of the face,
Mm-hmm.
and you notice the one. Did you climb the large one on the right or the left?
Whichever one's closest to me, I'd say the one on the right.
Okay. You notice that this one has not just the gag in the mouth,
Mm-hmm.
but you notice that it has small chains on its teeth, its canines. It appears to be fanged. Like, I'm not saying it's a vampire, but it has the top fangs and the bottom fangs like a vampire.
I know which one that is.
Well, I'm just going to think snake god and keep going.
Okay. So you get up to the blindfold.
All right. Untie it.
It's one solid piece that it's not tied.
Can I just lift it off like a tea cozy?
As you start to try to lift it, it moves a little bit, but then it like tightens on the head.
All right. Pull out my axe. The piece. I'm gonna grab the axe by the back of the head. Remember, it's a magic weapon in case that matters.
Okay.
So there's the cloth I have in my grip. There should be clearance above the top of the head. So I'm gonna see if I can just cut it.
As you drag your blade across it, you see sparks.
Let's see. I'll try the. Let's see. I'll try putting it back down a little.
Okay.
So that'll cause it to loosen up a bit, correct?
Just a little bit.
Enough to get a finger under it.
No.
Damn. Let's see. Pull out my tinderbox.
Okay.
Break off the lid.
Okay.
Sort of mash the tin down to essentially a flat panel.
Uh-huh.
Slide that under the hood.
Okay.
Grab it. Pull. So up as high. Jerk it. Up as high as I can.
It tightens.
All right, but now I've got the piece caught underneath it.
Uh-huh.
So I pull the piece out to give myself more slack.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Give me a sleight of hand.
Oh, I'm not good with those. 21. 19 on the die.
I'm not good at that, he says.
I got lucky.
Nice roll.
So as you do that, it slides up a little bit, and you can see the cheekbone.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the cheekbone right before the eye starts.
Okay, so if I can.
But it tightens completely down now at this point.
So basically, I'm gonna try and using the piece of tin, I'm gonna essentially try and walk it up the face.
It's not going to move anymore. It's now tightened inside the recesses of the eye, and it's locked on. And you're not going to be able to pull that 10 piece out.
Well, I already did pull it out. That was.
Oh, okay.
how I got
Well,
the
you can't
extra slack.
put it back in then.
Even if I put it back down, will it loosen up?
Nope. It appears to give me an intelligence check.
Yeah, cut me off the knees, why don't you? 20.
It appears to be intelligent, or at least able to notice when it's being tampered with. So you complete your comprehend languages, and you start to read the runes. Basically, it says, "I, Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, blah blah blah, do hereby bind these 5 gods for their crimes." And then it goes through the whole story of what happened. And then there are 5 magical dials. Basically, it's lock, unlock. And right now they're all on lock.
Above each dial does it say who's...
Yep. It says their names.
The middle right one, is that Zuzek the Fanged?
Yes.
Which one is the middle one? Just so I can...
The middle one. The middle one is the scaled.
Scaled? So he's the biggest.
Yep.
Okay. Middle left.
That is the closed eye.
The blind.
Yep.
Would you say middle left? Is that
Middle
a yes?
left is
Yeah.
Sarulzek.
Yep. And the fanged one was the middle right, not the far left, or not the far right.
Zuzek the Fanged is the middle right.
Okay.
Anzek the Scaled is the middle. Far left.
That is the claw.
Claw, so Charchek. Far left. That means Bonjuzek is the far right.
Mm-hmm.
Did it say which one was the ringleader?
Which one is the eldest?
Mm-hmm.
It's the Fanged.
The Fanged?
Really?
He's the strongest and the oldest.
But not
Oh.
the largest. Interesting.
He's not the largest.
Size matters not.
True.
I would have
Judging by my
assumed the
size?
leader would have been in the middle. It's not. Oh, they probably went over. They probably organized them by size. Does it say which one was the least aggressive?
The leader. The Fanged.
So Zuzek?
Yep.
Oh,
The scaled one. The scaled one. It describes him as being bestial,
mhm.
almost unbeatable, unstoppable. Only a god can stop him, really.
So,
The clawed has a unique ability to where any of his physical attacks bypass any resistances, any armors, as if they weren't even there.
Which one was that?
Claw.
The clawed.
The clawed. Okay.
And he is by far the most aggressive.
the clawed is?
Mm-hmm.
Not the scaled one.
Correct. He is by far the most aggressive. The blind one has the ability of omniscience, telepathy, and telekinesis. So it's literally aware of everything.
Okay. What about the all-seeing one? Anything interesting about him?
There's not really much about him, which
I
is
know.
really weird.
And what's it say about the scale one? Just bestial?
He's bestial, almost unbeatable, unstoppable. Think like Tarask mixed with the Juggernaut. It's just unbeatable. It's unstoppable.
Alright. Zuzek, I will.
So the Fanged,
Yep.
the cavern will rumble, and you'll see a gold chain come up out of the ground. That's connected to the altar, and it comes up, and you notice that it was connected to the chain deity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming you've climbed down by now,
I'm gonna jump down when this starts happening.
and you see the chain start to unravel like a serpent almost, and start coiling back into the altar.
Okay.
And as it does, the chain is disappearing magically, like it's going somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see the blindfold and the gag and the fang shackles disappear, and it's just like this now. It's just hovering there like that, and then a few moments go by, and when you guys are kind of staring at it, waiting for something to happen, that 1 second when you're like, okay, I guess nothing's gonna, boom, the eyes open, and you just feel the cavern fill with a malevolent power. And you notice that this being, here I will pull up a picture. You guys got to give me a second. I got to link it to Discord.
I was gonna ask you if you were gonna send it to Discord or the chat.
Both. So there's the one on the chat. And then I'm going to go to... There are pictures. No pictures. I'm just going to put it in general.
Can I see yours? Mine's not working for some.
It's
There you go. So those of you that are a member of our Discord, you can see the picture of the deity that they've released.
No, this should go well.
And you see its arms go like this, and it kind of stretches, and you can hear the bones cracking, like it's coming out of thousands of years of entropy. And it outstretches its arms, and you notice his arms are like 20 feet wide, and you notice that there is a thin membrane that goes from his wrist to his legs. And
Bat
you
God.
notice he looks very bat-like.
He's Batman.
And
No, he's Bat God.
he will let out a very high-pitched screech. And all of you can give me a wisdom save.
I'm going to spend a point to see that.
24.
19.
Oh, for... Oh, crap.
Uh, 6 for Hati.
Stacy?
18.
Yeah, Hati is got his eyes closed and is unable to act for the next 10 minutes.
16 for the cat.
Okay, she's fine. And it kind of cracks its neck and then kind of lands on the ground as the stasis wears off. And it looks around, and then it looks right at you.
Which one? Or both?
You said the female talked to them?
Oh, that's weird. The male was actually talking.
So he looks directly at the male.
So will his twin. But.
He looks over at the other ones that are still bound, and then he looks at you because you're standing at the altar.
My hand is still on his key.
He'll kneel and bow his head.
We'll kneel lower.
You're not,
Like,
you're not really sure exactly why he's doing that. Maybe he thinks you're little gods or something. But your hand is on his lock, so you're obviously strong enough to control the locks. So that might be what's scaring him.
if someone asks if you're a god.
Yes, I am.
He says, "Our sentence has been up. Please free my family."
Is he speaking the same way Quetzalcoatl did, where we all
No,
understand
he
it?
speaks with a very deep, dark, high-pitched voice.
But I mean, is he speaking in
What
common
language?
or?
He's speaking actually in Dwarven.
Yeah, I understand that.
Fine, I understand
You
that.
do not. We'll look over at you. While he's deciding what to do, we're going to take out a piece of paper and try and sketch the demigod, his face, so we can show him how we got here. Because we don't speak Dwarven, we are still assuming that maybe nobody understands him, so we're going to draw a quick picture of
Okay.
the demigod of snakes.
Yeah, I'll just do the next one.
Which one?
Blind guy.
Yeah, I'll do the blind.
Then the all-seeing one.
Hmm?
And then the all-seeing one. Then the beast. Then the cloud.
Okay. Just like last time, I'm going to be sending it to both.
It's a face only a mother can love.
Many faces.
Okay, now it's working.
So,
Even for a mother, I think that's a stretch.
so as this one's released, it hits the ground.
I just go like this, expecting a screech.
Like a gelatinous mass just hits the ground, and you see it starts to form in all these mouths, and it starts to talk like multiple different voices, multiple different conversations, and you hear this in your mind, and it's almost making you crazy. And then the bat one looks at him and screeches, and it stops, and it just kind of gestures towards it, and then it just sits there quietly.
Bonju Zek. The all-seeing one.
Okie dokie.
Is Hati like visibly shaken?
Yes.
I'm taking care of it.
Okay. The cat is going to go over and try and comfort it. What's your character doing, Stacy?
I'm just making sure they just don't jump on, you know,
Don't jump on who?
Hunter.
And where are you, Josh? You're hiding behind him.
I'm at the door, like.
There should be something here.
Okay, so just as before.
Oh, that one's better.
There you go.
This is less horrifying, but possibly not.
Yeah, somehow
He's
more.
probably the worst one.
Okay.
Which one is this one?
The Bonju Zek, the all-seeing one. He's the far right.
So basically what happens with this one, the wings outstretch, his arms are crossed like this, and you notice he's fully in the nude. Everything's just flowing in the wind. And as his feet touch the ground, it's almost like there's I want to say dainty, but it's just such a lightness about the contact that he makes with the ground. And his figure is incredibly statuesque. It's almost like he was made perfectly.
So a lot like me.
Yes. Quite a bit.
There is, you can find no flaw in his body. His hair is flowing. and every strand almost looks prismatic, like as if it has every color in the rainbow.
What's the feel, though? I mean, does he seem off-putting? Does he seem...
No, actually, you feel very warm and safe in his presence.
He appears to be perfect, but he's got a shit personality, though.
He's got to have a dark side of some sort.
So,
That was him. Does he open his eyes or anything?
yes, he will just look around, and then he'll all of a sudden he'll go, "Ah, I see."
Of course you do.
What kind
Look,
of...
you would be surprised if he didn't.
What kind of thieves can't? I'm sorry.
Okay.
Next is Anzek, the scaled one, the bestial unstoppable one.
I hope Odin's right about all this.
Okay.
I mean, even
Even
Quetzalcoatl gave us permission.
That's true.
if things go south, I mean, Odin gets a nice war.
That's true.
Oh, cool. It's a Chaos Jurassic.
Aw, he's adorable.
Oh, look, he's so
So cute.
Can I pet him? As
Scorpion
he like appears and he hits the ground shakes. All of you almost fall on your ass.
Thankfully, I have this pedestal to hold on to.
And
We were already kneeling.
it looks at you. That is the fifth one, right?
Fourth.
Yeah,
No, fourth.
yeah, fourth.
We have not released the clawed one yet.
We are releasing the most aggressive one last.
He charges, and you'll see
Where?
towards you.
Oh, fuck.
You see us with the swiftness that you've never seen before. The feathered one, the winged one, appears in front of him with the wings outstretched and goes like this. Stop, brother. Calm yourself. And he'll stop and he'll kind of...
Wait, Anzek did that?
Yes.
Mhm.
The mental fortitude of a child, apparently. Last,
Certainly not least.
but yeah, certainly not least, but
Man,
hopefully
for me,
not
A
greatest.
god that needs no introduction.
Charchak.
All right. Here we go.
Ah.
Oh, he's coming for me.
Just hold up the
Damn
kit.
it.
That is what you see appear.
And it is.
Oh yeah, I know that guy.
Snake.
Lord of the Yonti.
He goes, food. And he starts to come at you, and then you'll just see the leader, the fanged one, grabs his tail and slides him backwards. And he just looks at him like, okay. And you see the altar start to rumble, and it starts to slide down into the ground. And it is now out of sight, and the floor closes over it.
We'll hold up our picture.
And now they know the ball is in their court.
I look up. Is there any obvious way out of here?
Nope.
The door has not reappeared.
We'll hold up the picture to the boss, the thing.
The last one that was released, the serpent-looking one, comes over to you. My son. Where is he?
What language is he speaking?
Common.
Okay. Both of them, the twins simultaneously will say, "We last saw him outside the door. He was not allowed in. But he asked us to come and save you."
Good, and he released us. You are his slaves, of course.
No.
Out of game, that was great. No.
Agents.
Not even that.
The female will say, "We shipwrecked up on this island, and he asked us to help you, so we did."
That's right. We're doing him a favor.
The bat deity will step forward and will backhand the serpent out of the way. But you can tell that they're very aggressive with each other. And
Well, they're siblings.
you notice the serpent deity stands up and kind of wipes blood off of his mouth. The bat says, "You have released us. Why were we imprisoned for longer than we were sentenced? Who is responsible?"
That would be your judge.
Quetzalcoatl did this to us?
No, the other
The
one. The man.
warden.
That insect did this to us?
Oh, he's dead. And apparently that winged serpent is going to punish him. For...
Of course he is.
We want to try and lock eyes with the all-seeing, if possible.
He'll stare at you.
And we're going to think everything that happened, so kind of like play it like a movie in our minds.
You notice he kind of nods like he understands.
You did that to the wrong one. You gotta do that to the blind one. He's the one with omniscience and telepathy.
Well, if he's omniscient, he already knows.
He already knows.
Oh, okay.
So he will walk forward, the winged one, and he'll put his hand on the bat and will look at him. And the bat goes, "Ah, I see. We could have been trapped here for thousands more years since no one else was able to go through the trials. If it wasn't for you, I would assume that we would be trapped for a long time. Your reward." He goes like this, and you'll see 4 pillars rise out of the ground. One pillar is a bag, about this big, full of stuff tied. And then you'll see 3 pillows on the other one. And you'll see 3 stones. And then they will spiral together in black smoke and rise up to the ceiling, and then you'll see the ceiling cave in, just in a 10-foot square. Won't hurt any of you. And then they'll go through the ceiling.
I look up. Looks like we have our exit.
I look around, is the door back?
Probably not.
No. Anyone have a grappling hook?
That's a good question.
You'll see Rick's character hand a rope into the mouth of the dire jaguar, and the dire jaguar will start climbing the rocks, and will start jumping from rock outcropping to rock outcropping, and will make its way slowly out of the hole with the rope.
She's gonna play with him and bamf to each rock like as he gets there.
Like she beat
Like
in
she's
there.
waiting for him.
Like
to go.
as he steps on it, so that he gets there a half a second before her. But
We could just give her the rope.
Yeah, but she can't hold it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Just in her mouth.
she's already got a mouse in. Anyway,
Can she not take stuff with her? Or?
No. I mean, she probably can, but like,
She can't actually.
what's she gonna do with it?
Just put one end down on the top and
So, we're gonna roll randomly for what's in the sack. It's probably just a bunch of stuff that they've collected.
They're
Oh.
trash.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's a reward. It's not. They're not giving you their trash for the last millennium.
Giant hairbrush.
well, I mean, what trash did they even have accumulated in the last millennium?
Also, isn't there a phrase like "one man's trash is another man's treasure"?
That's where I was going with it.
Okay. Excuse me. So, on the 3 pedestals, I will go ahead and let you know, assuming you're going to identify them.
Yep.
Okay.
It'll take time.
You do have a pearl, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I got that session 1.
You did?
Just double checking. You do notice that there are 3 legacies. So, we're going to start with you, and we're going to have you roll a percentile.
That is a 007.
007. There is a +1 slingshot. Oh, slingshot.
Ah, that's a sling.
Wrist rocket.
Yeah, it's a slingshot.
Yeah, I was thinking sling.
Oh!
Slingshot.
Yeah.
66.
Get your kicks.
There is a pipe.
Oh.
Pipe.
It's not the...
I mean, you can try.
Josh?
Probably work.
I'm kind of busy typing everything down.
Okay, George.
94.
There's 2 quills and a book. The quills look like they're attached to the book. Like, not attached, but more like there's like a rope holding them to the.
Sure.
Like you can take them off. What'd you get?
You can't read those dice.
59. I'm 50. No, must be a 6.
Odds on one side, evens on the other, right?
Must be 56.
Since he can't read them.
99.
Ooh. You see a 10-foot length of 2-inch gold chains.
Ooh,
Looks very similar to the ones that were used to bind them.
that's what I
How long were
wondered.
they?
That's a 10-foot length of it.
2 inch.
2-inch. Yep.
Hey, we can bind a god.
Maybe. Or just piss it off.
Yeah. 17.
Gloves of storing.
What do those do?
They have 5 pockets in each one to hide small things and
So extra dimensional space pockets? Or?
Mhm.
Okay.
hide thieves' tools, pills, small things.
79.
79. There are 4 sets of traveling clothes in perfect condition. They look brand new. George?
53.
There is a great sword. Appears to be made out of obsidian. And it has pictographs all over it. It is radiating magic, Hunter.
I'll identify it in time.
You roll a 1. Uno momento.
001.
You find a silver coin with a winged serpent on it.
Oh, really?
And I need to grab my... Where's my DMG? There it is. You guys get 1 roll for a possibility of a actual magic item. So who is next to roll?
I am. I guess.
Alright, so we're going to break it up. Because first we have to pick what... And any of you that have a DMG out there that's watching, you guys can follow along. This is going to be exactly what's in there no matter what it is. Because as I said at the beginning of the game, finding a magic item is incredibly rare and requires
A lot of luck.
a lot of luck. So you
Or
guys are
awards for
current.
gods.
You guys are currently CR 4. You guys are level 4.
We're level 4.
So we're gonna roll on page 137, Treasure Hoard Challenge 5 through 10. And I'm gonna say ahead of time that you have to roll a 29 or higher because that's where the magic items begin.
Okay, so re-roll if it's lower than that. Is
Yes.
what you're saying? Okay.
So you're picking which one, and then we're going to go around the table to do the rest of the rolls as we go.
Gotcha. I rolled a 43.
43. So a 43. I need you to roll 2d4, please.
2 and 1, so 3.
There are 3 pieces of art, each worth 250 gold pieces. And you said what number again?
43.
So, George, you can roll a d6.
1.
One item from which table?
A. But I'm going to let you re-roll that. I'm going to be nice.
Okay.
That's, you know,
6.
Okay. Apparently I'm being very nice today.
Well,
Well, there's a lot of
So now
minor magic items.
So now we're going to go over to table A, and we're going to roll 6 times. So first percentile is you.
First. Just a 12.
12. Potion of healing.
Nice.
So
Percentile.
these guys just don't.
34.
34. Potion of healing.
Nice.
91!
Potion of healing.
Drift Globe.
Hunter, roll a d12, please.
One die doesn't have.
you can borrow mine if you
I
want.
got him.
For those of you that are watching on the camera, I'm establishing what class the scroll comes from.
1.
1. So that's going to be Bard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Roll a d23 on your phone.
Here we go. 22.
Suggestion. There is a second level spell scroll of suggestion. George.
88.
D12, George.
I think I might scrap that scroll, Josh.
okay. I'll just mark it off then.
7.
You're gonna keep it or you're gonna use it?
I'm gonna
So,
keep it
1, 2,
for now.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Warlock. Roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Roll a d12.
Can't it. 9.
Protection from good and evil. Actually, yeah, protection from good and evil.
A scroll.
Stacy. Huh?
A scroll.
Scroll. First level
Say
scroll.
that.
27.
Potion of healing.
Josh's dice suck. 5 twos.
You want to borrow mine?
Your turn.
Still going?
Yeah. Be the
Hunter?
same.
69? Yep.
Okay, so on here, since you rolled a 69, I'm going to go ahead and give you one of the better items on here. I'm going to go ahead and give you the bag of holding.
Okay.
Oh, you got a second bag of holding.
That's right. I'll just put it in this other one.
Actually, what is a drift globe?
Basically, he has like the light cantrip, and once per day he can use the drift globe to cast daylight.
Who is taking the bag of holding?
I already have one, so someone other than me should.
Do you mind if I hold on to it?
I
So
don't
I can
mind.
carry shit.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay, and then we have. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're the last one.
58.
Cantrip. Roll a d12.
Three.
Bard, cleric, druid. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll a d8.
3.
Mending.
Sweet.
That combat, sorry, not combat, but that achievement was also worth 1,250 EXP each.
So that's 2950, if my math is correct.
Yep,
Wait. No.
39.
Yeah, 39.
3950.
3950 per.
3950
Total.
should be our total.
Okay.
You, but you're level 1, right? So you get 1250 plus whatever you were at. So I think you're just at
So
1250.
he's at level 3.
3 are.
Ding ding!
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave this up to you. Since now I'm an actual full class, do you want me to take the full HP like everyone else, or do you want me to keep doing average like I have been?
I would say you're becoming a little more hardy because you're actually doing stuff,
Okay.
and he's making you eat. So I'm gonna say you can take full HP. So, you guys have 3 other pillars with oh, sorry. Inside the bag there's also 5,000 silver pieces. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. But the 3 pillars with the 3 legacies, they are basically just stones right now. You can turn them into any legacy that you want. George already has a legacy, so I'm assuming there isn't going to be a greed thing there.
No, it'll be fine.
But there are 4 of you, so...
We'll bow out.
Oh. So each of you 3 get a legacy.
Take one, yes.
So you pick up a stone,
Yep.
instantly forms into what you want it to be. I'm assuming a focus.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a focus.
Do you give one to me?
Yeah, I tell you to grab one.
Okay, I'll take one, and then I will look at what they have, because I didn't expect you to get one.
I'm assuming you're going to do the leather armor, probably.
Maybe.
And then, are you grabbing one?
I believe so.
Focus?
I don't think I qualify. Maybe,
Did you
maybe I
get
do.
I haven't.
You do
Okay.
qualify because of
the thing I really want is the non-crit armor.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
So the durable armor.
Yeah, on top of my bracers.
Oh, I see. Sneaky.
If I can.
Tanky McTankerson. All right. So while you guys are doing that, you hear the jaguar kind of roar, and Rick's character says he's sturdied himself around a tree, so it's safe for us to start climbing up.
Yeah.
Because that dire jaguar is fucking big.
He's large size.
Yeah.
You guys are going to need to climb first and help the jaguar hold for when Loki climbs.
She's gonna think, yeah, because he has a fat ass. She'll start trying to climb.
Because that jaguar will definitely have trouble trying to hold me.
So Hild's going first.
Yeah, she'll go first.
Give me an athletics.
That one.
You can't even get a grip. You're like, okay.
Yep. Instead, she will just grab onto him.
Like you're gonna grapple onto his neck,
Yeah, kind of
like a koala bear from
Yeah.
behind.
there you go.
Okay, so I guess you're climbing up. So when you climb, you're climbing at a -2 because you have a passenger.
Oh, okay.
That's probably pretty fair. I mean, he's not heavy enough to where disadvantage wouldn't really make
The
sense.
thing is, I'm using acrobatics instead of athletics.
Wait, so you're climbing, but you're also kicking off the walls?
Well, I'm a sailor. I climb ropes for a living.
It's true.
True.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay, you get a quarter of the way up because remember, like I said, it's 100 feet up. So if you fall, somebody's dying. So you get a quarter of the way up. Give me another roll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't.
Was that halfling luck?
No, I've
Oh,
got advantage
yeah.
on all acrobat.
Oh, that's right.
So, it's even. That was a 22 last time. 4, 8. That's a 19 on this one.
With the -2?
Okay, 17 then.
Okay.
This
So
So that was a dirty 20 last time.
Legacies. I think you decided.
I decided which one I'm going to take.
Thank you.
so you make it
Cancel
50%. You're 50% up now. You're really high up in this.
I'm going to help him
How?
by being very still.
I'm gonna say no.
it. That's all right. 8,
You're not giving him
26.
any more negatives. That's a good
Yeah,
thing.
that's a good thing. Yeah, that one's a 24.
With the -2,
Mm-hmm.
so you are 3/4 of the way up. So you are 75 feet up in the
Okay,
air.
that should be fine. 8, 24, 22 again.
Okay. Give me a Constitution save.
So I'm good at those.
Anyone that went to PE and climbed up a rope knows how difficult 100 feet of rope is to climb.
19.
Your arms and chest
4,
and
7.
legs are on fire.
26.
Okay, apparently not.
Like that, I'm a very sturdy.
He's a
Okay.
ninja climbing the rope. He's kicking off the
There's a-
wall.
Kakata
to get
decks
higher.
are my big baby.
So, as you make it to the top, I need you to make a strength check to pull yourself over the ledge.
So now that's I'm not so good at. I probably have to use one. So that's an 8. Since I don't have advantage.
You're gonna slip.
Stacy, you have these.
Well, technically I left mine at home.
Well, here,
Okay, I'll use my one I got today.
Did you bring soda?
Yeah.
You should have got 2.
Okay.
One to start the day and one for bringing.
Well, I only got like 9 or 7. I guess.
So,
Yeah, you haven't used very many.
you climb up onto
I
the.
think that was his second one he's used.
You notice that the jaguar has wrapped the rope around 3 times around what looks like an oak, and is laying there like this, holding the rope, and has the rope in his mouth, and he's just laying there like that,
Just dead waiting.
just dead waiting. Hild, he has saved your life yet again and brought you safely up 100 feet. You may now de-koala bear yourself from his back.
She will give you a pat on the head, give you a ration, and go try to stabilize herself at holding, even though she's probably going to be doing absolutely nothing.
But you're trying to help. That's what matters.
Don't you have to climb down the temple? Because I'm down the temple roof.
They are.
So, koala back up again.
Well,
So you make it up to the top, and I'm going to give you 10 EXP for climbing. Actually, no, you used athletics, didn't you? I'm going to give you 10 EXP for athletics. Who's next?
question.
Yes.
Hati has a climb speed. Does he need to make a check?
He will have to make he will have to make a check because he's going to have to be. He's going to have to go up the rocks like the jaguar did.
Okay.
He doesn't. He can't actually climb a rope.
Okay. Not having fun sucks.
Is it like natural rock in this cavern?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, it's purple and black, but yeah.
We're gonna use. We got 20 pythons and hammers, so we're gonna start using the pythons to stabilize.
So you're gonna start climbing.
Yep, and then hopefully make climbing easier for everyone else to use those as footholds.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Well, the rope goes straight up in the center of the cavern.
Oh, I misunderstood.
You're going up the wall.
I misunderstood. Okay, I won't do that then.
okay. Well, there's presumably some overhang or outcrop or something that a sufficiently nimble.
That's where the jaguar
Yeah.
used, but
Okay.
a human would have a very difficult time.
Okay, so Hati is going to make his athletics.
Give me 4 checks.
Natural 20 on the first one.
Okay, like a ninja.
Alright.
25% of the way up, he's like anime jumping from rock to rock.
Kung Fu Panda, where he's jumping from the rock to rock as they're falling.
Yeah,
14.
a little bit more difficult, but still makes it through.
Okay.
It's the rock ledges are becoming a little more difficult at this point.
Alright. Oh, that is a 6.
Hati will slip. Give me a athletics check.
Alright. 11.
Does Hati have any points?
He's the same pool I do, so I'll use one of mine.
Okay, so he catches himself. Give me another check.
Alright. 11.
Slips again.
Another check to save. Or-
Yep.
What the point?
Okay, he catches himself. Give me another check.
Go and grab another d20 because this one doesn't like me. Alright. What the actual?
Catch yourself.
What was the dice you were using before?
His Nordic dice.
Oh,
This
okay.
one.
I thought it was that D12 there. I'm like, wait a second. Wait a second.
I am out of points, so check to catch myself. 13.
Hati falls.
I'll burn a point. If I can.
No.
Oh, okay.
You can only burn points for yourself, remember?
I did not remember.
Alright,
Levitate.
do you have Featherfall?
I don't have Featherfall.
Hati is flying.
Raise him up.
He just saved your wolf.
Thank you. I was about to try and catch him.
I was waiting because I realized, with this stuff I have levitate now, so I was gonna wait to the end to just levitate up. But I guess I don't get to do that surprise.
So you saved his wolf. You float him up, and he's like, "What the hell's going on?"
So I can only move him up vertical or
Yep.
like up and down.
So-
So someone's gonna have to grab.
Give
him
me a
to pull
perception
him.
check.
Uh,
No, you. Stacy's character. I mean, it's not hard. A wolf is floating in
Okay.
front of you.
Also, the wolf is probably making sounds.
4, 8, 13.
Okay, so you see the wolf floating, and it's kind of squeaking, but it's not moving anymore. It's just floating there.
Can I reach him?
Yep.
Pull him in. I pull him
And
over.
as soon as he gets safely over the lip,
The moment I can't see him over the hole anymore,
yep.
I'm assuming he's safe, so I will drop the levitate on him.
So you feel the full weight of him hit you, and then you help him to the ground, and then he just he's trembling, like just straight on trembling. Okay,
We're safe now, buddy.
he's like, he'll kind of nuzzle you, like thank you.
It's all good. It's all good.
Who's next?
We'll go, but not that.
Both at the same time.
No. The female.
Okay, give me a check.
And this is acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics or acrobatics?
Okay. 18.
Okay, 25% of the way.
14.
You're having some difficulties. You slid a little.
Okay. 18.
50%.
Burning a point.
75%.
Burning a point.
You make it to the top. Give me a strength check or an athletics check to pull yourself over.
19 on the die. So.
You make
21.
your way onto land.
Okay.
You are safe.
Okay. The male will then activate the anklet that lets them teleport to where the other anklet is. Both twins have one.
Pink, pink, pink. You appear right next to her. And she's definitely gives you the impression.
Not to
cheater.
be outdone, the cat
Alright.
blinks right there too.
Just gotta wait for
George, you're next.
Skull to climb.
Okay.
So the twins went up after Hati.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. $11.
Nope.
My chronic inability to roll higher than 10 is starting to annoy me. Let me try again.
Rolling fours last session.
That's even lower.
How heavy are you?
I'm about 235 pounds, but I'm also 20 strength, so...
Right, but I was thinking maybe we could pull you up, but...
Okay. Okay, that's a number above 10. So, 23.
You make it 25% of the way up.
Okay.
Ron, I will levitate on myself. I will levitate behind him and kind of just like loosely grab the back of his thing in case he falls, so I can be like, drag you up.
What's the wording on levitate? Is it just yourself that you can alter in movement? I just need to read the ruling of levitate.
Who can get there first? One creature or loose object of your choice that you can see within range rises vertically up to 20 feet and remains suspended there for the duration. Can levitate up to 500 pounds, an unwilling creature, blah, blah, blah.
How much do you weigh, Hunter? I'm pretty sure you weigh more than 500
I
pounds.
think I do actually.
So you can't levitate.
I weigh 639.
Also only 20 feet.
But you can then on each turn move it another 20 feet in either direction, up or down.
Okay, yeah.
You can just, it takes a
But
turn to move.
you wouldn't
20
be able to
feet.
lift yourself. So you're actually going to have to climb.
Alright,
Did-
so,
Did
30,
you take
20.
enlarged reduce?
That's fine.
So you make it 50% of the way up.
Okay.
I yell up, twins are on the ground!
Natural 1.
You slip,
He's got the eclipse.
roll to catch yourself.
9.
Levitate.
He saved your life. You levitate up.
Levitate up.
You're going to pull him on too?
Sure.
How many times can you cast levitate?
It uses 2 charges and I have 10 charges.
Okay.
I think, so
So you are safe. So it's only you down there.
I yell up, are the twins on the ground?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Anklet. Teleport to him.
I didn't know you had attuned to one.
I had one too.
Well, I knew you had one. I just didn't know you attuned to
Oh
one.
yeah.
All right. So you guys have made it to the top of the temple.
I picked my legacy.
What is it?
Wounding weapon.
Oh. What a surprise.
Interesting.
So you guys make it to the top of the temple. You notice that the top of the temple is covered in like a moss. Lots of moisture and dampness up here. Some mushrooms and stuff like that.
Just quick clarification: there was no vegetation around the temple,
Correct.
right? Interesting.
And you see on a very large mushroom, and when I say large, I'm saying the size of this table. It's a very large. It's a very large mushroom. It is a black mushroom with yellow under frills.
Okay.
The frills underneath are yellow, and it has yellow dots. And sitting on top of it is some kind of small frog person.
Okay. I don't have nature training. Do any of you have nature training?
And
I
he's,
do.
I do.
he's got a pipe in his hand. He's smoking.
Of course he does.
It was a caterpillar, not a frog.
I was thinking the same thing, Steve.
Welcome to Wonderland.
You need a nature check from us?
No, don't need one. I just
Aw.
I was thinking if someone could identify the mushroom. Obviously, the frog is more of a
What was that?
big deal.
We're gonna take our lunch early. We will be back, guys.